Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about my assignment. So as a part of my previous assignment feedback, the 7 phases are the pre-engagement phase, resonance phase, threat modeling phase, exploitation, post-exploitation, final analysis, and retesting phase. Pre-engagement phase is the first step in which we are going to get our general target and what are the tests we are going to perform. Any legal activities need to be taken care of in this step itself. Second phase is also known as footprinting phase, and we gather all the required information about the client's functionality in this. In the threat modeling phase, again, we try to discover all the threats what the client could be attacked with. In the exploitation phase, after we do the vulnerability test on all the weak ports, post exploitation, we provide all the screenshots to the specific users, and in the final analysis phase, we try to resolve all those issues, whatever has there in the system. And after resolving them in the resolution and retesting phase, we try to do the testing again to check if it is actually resolved. The testing tools which are used nowadays are Nmap, Metasploit, Wireshark, Web Application Attack and Audit Framework, John the Ripper. The Nmap is basically to find the weaknesses in a network. The Metasploit is generally used by certified ethical hackers and cybersecurity professionals, which consists of a feature known as meter beater. And then comes the Wireshark, which again captures all the activities going on in a network. The web application and audit framework is again to find the weak ports of a network. And the John the Ripper, which generally uses the dictionary method, which is also used by the attackers, which helps and recommends about the passwords. So the scanning data performed vulnerability scanning, security scanning, pen testing, risk assessment, etc. And this is some of the data about them. The 3 scanners which I am going to show you today are Wireshark, Zap, and Nmap. Wireshark is a prime traffic analyzer which is free of cost and available for various platforms, and so I have used it today. And the main helpful thing in this is that it can capture up 2500 protocols, and we can filter them exactly as per our use. Zap is to identify the weaknesses and attack the variables affecting applications of a particular network. This can also intercept HTTPS protocol, so it is very useful. The Nmap, again, open source, cost free, and can detect the subdomains. That's the reason I have used all these 3 today. So going to the Wireshark, these are some of the screenshots of the Wireshark captured. So I'll show it in the Kali Linux now. We enter into the Wireshark. So here you can see the capturing is already going on. Now you enter into the Ethernet. Nothing is being captured now. So now I'll go into my Firefox window and enter a website, weevil.info. It is a free website and it is not encrypted one, so the Wireshark can capture them. So now here I will log in. I'll give some username and a password. I'm trying to log in over here. Now you can see here, Wireshark has already started to capture all the screens. Now I'll just pause my capture, and when I type in HTTP protocol, we can see only the HTTP protocol over here. Now we need to search something like the post in our network to see the ID and password what I have typed in over there. So you can see that here. So these screenshots I have provided in my PPT as well over here. Then coming to Zap tool. Zap tool is basically a tool which acts as a man in the middle attack. So here we just create a proxy server in the middle. So whenever any activity goes on in the target system, it will go through the proxy server and we can see all the data. So for that, I'm creating a proxy server, manual proxy server, where I've used 127.0.0.1 and 8080 port. You need to set it as localhost.com.127.0.0.1 because we are capturing that screen. So now I have set that. Now I will go to a website, ctflearn.com. This is not an encrypted one. The main use of Zap tool is that we can also capture the encrypted protocols. And I have written all the data over here, the website used, etc. So here, when I go into the login, I'm using some username and a password. This is my OZAP screen. Now I'm going to the firewall because I have already changed my settings to manual. So now this will act as a proxy server. Now I'll just refresh the screen. So now it is showing me that there is risk because there are safety issues because I'm using a proxy server in here. We'll accept the risk and continue. You can see here it has already started to capture my data. So I'm giving some username and a password. Enter. Save. Now when I go here, you have to go to user. When you request the data, you can see the ID and the password. The same screenshots I have provided in here again. How the Zap tool works, the risk part, and that's the. Now coming to Nmap. So the command we are going to use is nmap-o weevil.info. So here I'm trying to capture the data of this website. So I'll go into my Firefox window, just refresh it. We'll change our settings which we've made in Zap for this. So here I've already done that. So now when you go to your Nmap screen, you can see the Nmap basically it can also compromise the MAC address, the port address, what kind of port we are using. It's a state service port, it's closed SMTP. So all the system configuration we can just detect by using Nmap. So that is a plus point. So all the weak ports here we can run, and this is how the target system is hacked over here. The tools which we can be use to secure the vulnerabilities are the LS and SSL. We can configure the proxy servers. We can configure our firewalls to make our network more secured. So these are the references I have used. Thank you.